A racing machine, drilled in performance and extreme efficiency. It's all about tiny, minute fractions. The aim, to get everything, absolutely everything out of the Audi R15 Plus. A challenge every time, with the ultimate intention of mastering the 24 hours of Le Mans. Based on the previous Audi R15 TDI, the team produces drawings, designs and simulations. Before the new car gets built, the task is to make a thoroughbred racing car even better, in every minute detail.
The Plus is basically meant that Audi has looked at everything of efficiency, performance, trying to optimize everything. Something like the light, which is maybe not so obvious, which is improved. That's very important for a 24-hour race. But efficiency, drivability from the engine, in general more power, but you also want better fuel economy. You want better aerodynamics. You want the downforce in the corners, the speeds we want to reach, but you don't want the drag on the straights. You don't want something to hold you back there. Everything has been looked at and optimized, trying to make this Plus really well to achieve our ultimate target again at Le Mans.
It all starts on the drawing board. Today in the form of CAD programs, which depict every detail of the car, no matter how small. Top priority, the aerodynamics. Only when everything works in theory does construction begin. Gearbox and V10 TDI engine come together, and the Audi R15 Plus, delivering over 600 PS and with a new two-part front section, starts to take shape.
Optimization
of the vehicle actually started shortly after completion of the endurance testing for last year's car. The ACO's sudden rule changes in August and September then totally threw our ideas for the front aerodynamics, and we slipped behind with our schedule a bit. However, through synergies with the DTM, we clawed around 4 weeks back, and we're now gradually getting on track again with our planned schedule. On which circuit tests come up next. Here, driver and vehicle become as one. Speed, their motivation. All that's missing is a visual highlight. The sports car's transformation gets additionally underlined by a more aggressive look. The two-man design team takes a new approach here too, hoping it'll bring success at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. In the past, the Audi has come across as very controlled. This time we thought, heck, we now need to give it everything too, like motorsport itself, and let out a bit of an uncontrolled element, a bit of rock and roll, so that the car looks more vibrant. The unconventional rock and roll principle is bearing fruit so far. The mix is the key. Aggressive decals, new aerodynamics and detailed improvements led already to the car's first win on its Le Mans Series race debut. And if the team working on the turbocharged Audi R15 Plus have anything to do with it, that success will continue at the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
Könnte recht viel sein. Oh, cool, egal. Gucken wir mal.
Die Antriebsachsen werden leicht nach hinten gefallen.
So, dann zeigen wir mal so
so von der Elektrikseite.
30 bis 50 beschreibst du jetzt schon mal.
Schau mal,
kann man
das ist
das
alles
sogar
die Elektrik, die hier in diesem Auto verbaut ist.
Platz, dass die Leute nach vorne kommen. Früher einfach dann. Und das Schiffchen ist auch kleiner.
Wir haben jetzt in Lausitz noch ein paar Testen gemacht. Wenn er abstürzt, dann haben wir gerne frei. Ja? So, das da mal wegblenden, dann schauen wir uns das da mal von vorne an. Das ist schon ein bisschen dramatisch. Wir verlieren mehr. Das kann das Problem sein. Aber jetzt ist es zusätzliche Ablösung da natürlich drin. Von dem her. In erster Linie versucht man natürlich die ganzen Probleme, die man schon vor dem Le Mans-Rennen kennt, weiter zu verbessern. Dann beginnt natürlich der normale, kontinuierliche Verbesserungsprozess, in dem man immer versucht, die Aerodynamik zu verbessern, also die Effizienz zu steigern. Und dann kommen natürlich aus dem Rennen selber, wie wir letztes Jahr gesehen haben, Anforderungen wie die Kühlerverschmutzung, die dann zusätzlich auf das Programm kommen. Der Motor ist ja generell restriktiert durch Restriktor und Ladedruck. Das heißt, da kommt natürlich eine Entwicklung, aber die Hauptentwicklung ist immer noch in der Aerodynamik. Das ist vergleichbar mit anderen Rennserien, wenn man sich Formel 1 oder DTM anschaut, wo man auch entweder homologierte oder restriktierte Motoren hat, kommt eigentlich immer die Hauptperformance aus der Aerodynamik.
I think Audi, in a way, from the Audi R15 TDI to the R15 Plus, I mean, the Plus is basically meant that Audi has looked at everything of efficiency, performance, trying to optimize everything. Something like the light, which is maybe not so obvious, which is improved. That's very important for a 24-hour race. But efficiency, drivability from the engine, in general more power, but you also want better fuel economy, you want better aerodynamics, you want the downforce in the corners, the speeds we want to reach, but you don't want the drag on the straights, you don't want something to hold you back there. So a lot of things, the suspension work with the Michelin tires, everything has been looked at and optimized, trying to make this Plus really well to achieve our ultimate target again at Le Mans.
Am Sportwagenprojekt arbeiten ca. 80% der Mannschaft. Davon fallen auf das aktuelle Auto ca. 60% und 20% arbeiten schon am neuen Auto für nächstes Jahr, das reglementsbedingt ein komplett neuer Anfang ist. Die Optimierung des Fahrzeuges hat eigentlich kurz nach den erfolgten Dauerläufen für das letztjährige Auto angefangen. Die wurden so im März, April abgeschlossen. Danach haben wir eigentlich mit dem neuen Fahrzeug begonnen. Lagen auch sehr gut im Zeitplan. Durch die kurzfristige Reglementsänderung im August, September durch ein ACO, wo unser Front-Aero-Konzept über den Haufen geschmissen wurde, haben wir da leider Gottes, sind wir dann im Zeitplan etwas nach hinten gerutscht. Haben aber durch Synergieeffekte mit der DTM wieder, sagen wir, 4 Wochen oder so aufgeholt und kommen so langsam wieder in unseren geplanten Zeitplan.
liegst noch gar nicht da.
Ja, passt. Aber irgendwie ein bisschen Spannung drauf.
Einmal haben wir 20 mm weggeschnitten, oder 15 mm vom Wasserlauf, vom Y-Stiegel. Dann sind wir einwandfrei vorbeigekommen. Also jetzt haben wir noch Wurzeln.
So, ja, mach mal so.
Also das muss das coole Teil, das coole Dichte. Das ist da haben wir jetzt da
Dann passt das noch nicht mehr, dann musst du die Turbo noch drehen. Ne, den haben wir schon mit dem.
Kann ich hier
Aber ohne Schmarrn.
Warte mal, ich mach mal vorne vom Schiff beide ein bisschen locker, dann machen wir erst die Schrauben. Ja.
Aber hast du mal gesehen mit dem Loch, da kannst du einhaken.
Das muss nach unten eigentlich. Das wäre ideal.
Was ist das Loch?
Ja. Der Schlagschraubermann kann da einhaken.
funktionsfähig ist. Und nicht aussehen ist das zweite, ist mir schon klar. Hat aber gesagt, jetzt gar keiner was gemacht. Ja, relativ alle gemacht. Die ersten haben es noch gedrückt gehabt. Und jetzt haben sie die Originalform. Und bei dem bleiben wir.
The new light concept for the R15 Plus is based on our road car development that we have done for LED lights on our top models at present. And we wanted to have the best possible light available for the race car. And therefore it was clear that we try to get this technology in the car. There is a special need in racing compared to the road cars, but with the development we do here in racing, I think we as well would be able to improve then the LED light for our customers in our road cars.
Well, of course, the first thing is when you go in the cockpit that we improved the positions of switches and so on. So the cockpit looks a little bit different. Some buttons on the steering wheel were moved, so everything is a little bit improved. So that's good. And then also the light, which is very important at night, we improved a lot. So therefore, I think we can see more, obviously, and that will help in traffic. So we can perform better at night now. And I mean, the handling and everything is improved as well. So therefore, we can do better lap times in Le Mans. I mean, that is the biggest goal, of course. It's nice to have, you know, everything optimized and in every area to be a little bit better than the year before. And I think, to be honest, we had, you know, to improve the car. That's clear. That's why we came with the R15 Plus after the R15. And yeah, I mean, we will see in Le Mans where we are.
We had a fantastic first round and managed to give the R15 Plus a debut victory, something that continued the trend of Audi sports cars with the R8, the R10 TDI, the R15 TDI and now the R15 Plus. However, we've got a lot of work to do between now and Le Mans. We had one eye on the competitors and they were very strong, and we know that we have to continue to improve, but that's no different to any other year. I think the important thing was that we came out of the blocks fighting and we came out winning, and that was important strategically. It was also very important, I think, mentally for the team as well.
Das ist super. Genau. Ja. Und da vorne, ja. Bei ganz Carbon dürfen wir es nicht machen wegen der Verschmutzung, oder?
Genau, also das ist halt hier hinten der
Dieselbereich.
Genau.
Die konkurrieren mit, die passen
genau.
Okay, danke. Auf der rechten Seite sind wir wirklich mit dem ganzen Rotbereich. Der Rotbereich geht hier rüber.
Genau.
Das heißt, das wird rot und hier sind wir dann Silber. Rot, ne? Ich finde, dass der ganz gut hat. Der ist besser wie deiner, als was wir da machen.
Schwer, aber
das ist der Kind schwierig. Jetzt machst du nicht immer. Ja.
Dann machen wir von hier bis da.
Ja, genau.
Und dann machen wir den.
Genau, du machst praktisch den Canyon. Also den Canyon reinmachen. Genau. Das ist perfekt. Perfekt, super. Das ist wunderbar. Und das ist ja praktisch die Pyrenäenstraße. Das ist eine komplett andere Lösung. Okay? So, ich würde gerne die Situation halten und das nach hier raufwerfen. Aber schon laufen. Und eigentlich den Riss, den er fortgeführt hat. Wir gehen da mit dem Riss, dann geht der Riss da raus und hier hinten raus. Finde ich perfekt. Dann haben wir eine schöne Proportion, das heißt, die steigt hier rauf und haben wir gesagt, also Audi Sportlösung, das können wir machen, oder? Ja, den setzen wir da. Also den die erste.
Genau, dann können wir gleich hier unten schon anfangen lassen und dann geht er hier hoch.
Ja. fällt uns nicht langsam nichts mehr ein, gell? Über Räder, die lassen wir so, die sind eigentlich so. Das läuft dann so raus, geht runter, das nächste kommt und wieder rauf. Genau.
Der Hintergrund war, diese Energie zu zeigen, die Motorsport ist. Das heißt auch dieses Sprengen der Karosse und dass man unten reinguckt, dass das Leichtbau ist. Das heißt, oben ist ein Kleid. Das Kleid, wenn man wegtut, dann ist der Leichtbau zu sehen, die Kohlefaser, diese absolute Konsequenz in der Entwicklung und auch die Progressivität und auch ein Schuss Überraschung, wenn so ein Audi aus der Box fährt und man guckt hin und denkt, boah, man ist also wirklich überrascht, wenn das Ding auf die Straße fährt. Man stellt sich immer so vor, Audi, wie wenn ich immer jemanden kenne, der immer einen guten Anzug anhat. Und es ist dann sehr, sehr schön, wenn so ein Bruch drin ist und die Person mal kennenlernen in einem lässigen, coolen Outfit. Und das war eigentlich unsere Idee. Den Audi, den erlebt man sehr kontrolliert in der Vergangenheit. Und jetzt haben wir gedacht, Mensch, jetzt muss man ein bisschen auch Gas geben, wie der Motorsport an sich. Und so ein bisschen ein unkontrolliertes Element, ein bisschen Rock'n'Roll rauslassen, dass das Ding lebhafter wird. Das ist erstmal eine Ehre. Also der Erfolg verpflichtet natürlich auch. Und wir hoffen, dass wir jetzt wieder zum Gewinnerteam gehören. Und es ist eine Ehre für uns, da eine Grafik drauf zu machen, die hoffentlich sehr, sehr gut ist und auch hilft, Rennen zu gewinnen.
Okay, it's different. Audi has always been very, very conservative with the R10, with the R8 before. And now with this new design, everyone was a little bit shocked because it was something different. But the comments were very, very positive from the fan and from the motorsport fan. And I got so many mails and messages that people like this design, this new layout of the car. It's great. I think now it's easier to recognize our Audi R15 TDI during the race.
Und nochmal rein tun, bitte.
Dass man gleich mal abschneidet, da drin, dass man so abschneidet. Das Ding so ablegt und dass man die Folie
Was wollte ich? Nee.
Nur einmal, ne?
Hier wollte ich das nehmen.
Jetzt richtig durchschneiden. Nur in der Hand.
Bitte nochmal. Achso, ich hätte langsam abziehen sollen. Ich denke mal nicht dran.
Aber es ist ein Naturtalent, wie du das gemacht hast.
The efficiency of a race car for the 24 hours of Le Mans is one of the key factors, because an efficient car can run fast and will have low fuel consumption, and the combination of that is the way to have a chance to win the 24 hours. And as we always try to make road cars with a very high level of efficiency, while Audi pushing the last years very much on efficient road cars, I think what we learn here to improve efficiency, we can use in the future for our customer cars, and therefore it's on a very high level of importance.
So I had really good impression from the beginning. I mean, it's always difficult to arrive in a new team, and especially in a team who won already many times Le Mans, and you feel a little bit uncomfortable because you're not sure to be on a good level for that. And so I was, as everyone, a little bit stressed to be not on a level, but as soon as I arrive in the team, they just make me relax, and was really professional but relaxed at the same time, and it's helped the driver a lot. And every detail is important, but we are not making a big deal of a little thing, so it's really good, honestly.
It's very difficult to explain explain the forces in the car. It's like just for me, it's like a catapult. The horses, when they go out, when they go on, it's really impressive. It's yeah, it's something which every race driver likes.
Well, it's quite big, you know, especially Spa is a wonderful circuit, and I grew up in Belgium actually, so my father was into racing as well, so I've been many times as a little kid at Spa, so for me it's very nostalgic to go there, so it will be a very nice feeling to drive an amazing car on an amazing track and just 1 hour from where I grew up. I really can't wait to get in there and get some competition with everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these fine changes the car does, as a driver you feel it. Because over the years, I started personally in motorsport at the age of 9. You get trained as a driver to feel these fine changes. Also already in go-karting, if you get another set of tires, or if my father back then, if he changed something on the go-kart, I already felt that small details. And over the years, more and more races, you get trained more and more to these fine details that you have to express to your race engineer in order to make the car quicker at the end. And I think that's a very important way in motorsport, to work together. It's a team effort. And as a driver, my job is really to point out the things that should make the car quicker. And at the end, I always enjoyed doing that.
Guck mal in die Felgen.
We still have to improve the aerodynamics of the car. We try to find a car that is very constant during a long period of driving and racing. And to improve this is still quite some work to be done. We have already a good base after the race and after what we have learned here at the long run, but there is quite some work to be done before we go to Le Mans.
Well, I'm convinced that this year we are well prepared compared last year. We are such a good so far endurance test, and so for sure now we want to race with other car and to see how we perform against the other car. To go in Spa-Francorchamps like that before Le Mans, I think it will be a very nice test. Also for us, the driver, to find our driver lineup, performance, etc. So it's very good point.
Obviously, the Achilles rupture after the surgery, it has been a strange time. I've never tried something like that before, but obviously the healing has gone very well and extremely well, and I was already after 12 weeks in the car driving, but it was too much, difficult to modulate the clutch. But now, 13 weeks after, now I'm back and participating, I would say, full in the preparation. So it has been a very long process, but in a way also nice, because it went better every week. Now, obviously, over this period after the surgery, I'm the weakest link in our car. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, I missed seat time, I missed track time, but I have a little bit of experience. So in that sense, it doesn't worry me so much. But still, the seat time is also where you get the fitness. You can train whatever you, obviously it was also complicated for me to do any cardio training, but I've done some stability training, but it's never the same as when you're in the actual car. So combined more track time, which we will get before Spa, and then also before 24 hours in June, I will improve every lap I'm behind the steering wheel.
We came to the 8 hours of Le Castellet, the first LMS round this year, to prepare for Le Mans. However, I have to say, when we got here, it was to try to win the race. But the big picture was looking towards Le Mans, because we found it's always better to prepare in real live race situations. You get all of the small details that you don't get in testing. The overtaking, you get maybe a little collision, you get some rubber from the other cars or some damage and things like that. And it's so hard to simulate Le Mans. And we felt that a combination of our own testing and endurance testing plus also race testing was the best way to do it for 2010.
Yeah, well, we're sitting here and the race is not so far away anymore. So now for sure you get the first thoughts of now it's gonna get going, so it's not too far away. But I mean, I attend this race, or I approach this race like any other event, you know, like to be professional and concentrated and not to get crazy, because it's quite a big race. But I always thought I was always a little bit surprised how this race is occurring, because it's like it's a long distance, it's 24 hours, but on the other hand it's also like a sprint race. You know, over the years the cars are so strong that the weakest point in some areas is the driver. You know, you have to it's like a 24-hour sprint race it became, and this is for a driver very interesting, because you have to perform on a high level for a very long time, and this is very unique.
You know, for sure in France it's one of the biggest races that we all know, and in the world, the 24-hour Le Mans, it's a world famous endurance race. For sure, for a French driver, you have to perform there, and you have to be in a factory team like Audi to try to win this race, and for sure the target is to win.
Yeah, for sure the aero package changed, and we immediately felt that it was an improvement. That was the problem, the main problem we had last year in Le Mans. And from the engine side as well, the engine engineer made a great job. Even with the smaller restrictor, we have the same power we had last year, and we do not feel the change of the rule, because we got the same power, and I would say the acceleration is getting even better. And I think really congratulations to our engine engineer, because they did a great job during the winter.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, all the cars at this level are very good for drivers, and the performance of a car looks pretty good on the bump and in the straight also, so that's very important. After, we have to balance the car in the corners, but this we have to be in Le Mans to really get the right setup for there. And what I like in that car is the visibility also. It's better than the closed car, which I prefer. And I did already many kilometers in that car.
Yeah, for me it's new. I'm used to race Formula cars and GT cars from Japan. I had a taste of sports cars last year at Le Mans. Sports car is something really nice. I really love to drive a sports car. It's really pure. The speed is very high, so it's a great challenge. And the R15 Plus, I don't have much to compare to, because I'm new in this category, and it's a new car. You know, it's well born, but still, of course, we, like everybody, you want to make it faster and faster and comfortable to drive. So far, for me, it's been good. I adapted quite well to it, and but of course, you want to make it better.
Well, testing is very important to try a lot of stuff, you know, to try different setups and so on. You have time to play around and do things you wouldn't do in a race weekend. And that's why it's very important to do a race, because everyone, you know, has to use his instinct, and you can't basically lose any time in the pits during the race, on the track during the race. I mean, everything has to be perfect to win a race. And that's what we need as well. Not only testing is one thing we need, but we need also to have preparation in a race. And that's why it's very important for us, for the whole team, to be in Spa and you know, have the first race before Le Mans all together.